Just need to cut my hair a little bit for the event tomorrow, and because I'm also in need of a haircut in general. It's been due for about how many days now? This is supposed to be thinning scissors, but I like how they cut. So use a second mirror so that I can see the back of my head and cut properly. How am I looking? That'll do. Just need to shower these hairs off and off we go for a day.
I want to try to squeeze in a little bit of exercise for the day. Really need to get back into this. Tomorrow is a day where we attempt to break the record, Guinness World Record attempt, largest electric guitar ensemble. So I'm looking to do a little bit of preparation for it. I have my gear bag, which is over there. Thought I'd take a minute to maybe include you in the process of that preparation. I'm gonna quickly check my guitar as well. The song that we're playing on the world record attempt is Highway to Hell by ACDC. And the guitars that I have are not very ACDC. With ACDC, Angus Young uses a Gibson SG and a Marshall. So we're supposed to be bringing those little Marshall MS2 microamps. I'm gonna be bringing my MS2 microamp, but I'm also going to be bringing this just in case. See if I can sneak this in and use this instead. It's actually maybe a little bit louder as well and a better sound. This one here is my bag. So first of all, we got the wireless system here. Gonna have to charge this up first. I want to be using wireless on the day. This is also a way for me to unclutter this bag because it's been a while since I cleaned it up. This is pretty much my touring bag. When I'm going international or interstate, this bag is pretty good for it. I initially bought it for our first tour in Japan, and I find that it's actually quite useful for local shows as well because of the regular things that I carry. So first we have earphones because I'm going to be starting to do some editing of tour vlogs, especially for the Melbourne shows that are coming up. That's happening in September, about the end of September. I'll just put this back in here. We got this from Philippine Airlines when we toured the Philippines. It just has some airplane socks and toothpaste and toothbrush, eye covers, 2 spare batteries. Not sure if they still work, how much charge they have. Copy of my passport, a spare wireless transmitter cable for my Shure GLXD wireless system. It's just there just as a spare. Here's one of the transmitters. I have 2 of these and 1 receiver because I have 2 guitars so that when I'm in a local show and in case I break a string and I want to switch quickly, I can just turn one off and then turn on the other. And they have these travel adapters. This one here is what works for Japan and the Philippines, the straight parallel plugs. See? So this is the second compartment that I'm going to be emptying. And also so that I'm aware of what's in it. Because it's been a while since we had a show. We've just been working in the background kind of thing. Transmitter goes back in. Travel adapters. Also have this USB stick just in case. Another wireless cable and a battery bank. Here we have a bunch of USB cables, chargers and things, and one of these audio cables, Samsung charger. We still have this mini USB here because one of my cameras, the Zoom Q4, the musician camera, that one charges via this. This one goes into this section here inside the second compartment. The battery bank. There's a screw thing, I'm not sure what this is. Going over to the third compartment. So the third compartment has a laptop compartment. I think it fits like a 14-inch laptop or something. So this bag is a Tosca bag. It seems like an uncommon bag, but that's what it is. Okay, so in this part I have a box, this pedal box here. This one just stores a bunch of mounts. Right now it just has the GoPro mounts, but I also normally have a cell phone mount that's in here because I have these little tripod things that I use, such as this one. These tripods with the adjustable ball heads, and then these mounts attached to them. One of our old CDs. I guess I'm just giving that away. We have a lot of these little CDs of our first album. HDMI cable. I don't really need it. I'm just going to put this back to where I got it from. Another HDMI cable. This one came with my monitor, my LG monitor. I'll probably just keep an HDMI cable because if I'm editing and there's a monitor that I'd like to use or something like that, I can use that monitor with my laptop as an extension display maybe, or a main display that's bigger. So I'll just keep that one just in case, because I've done some editing before on away from home, and there was a monitor and it was quite useful, especially for my bandmates so they can sit back and relax and watch the process. We have some masking tape. So this one's the 3.5mm into red and white auxiliaries, smaller kind of masking tape. It says Nitto tape. See that? Nitto tape feels different to masking tape. And this flexible water bottle, or whatever you call this, you fill it up with water and it expands. I got this for my first Japan tour, and it's quite useful because it doesn't take as much space. So I guess they can go back in the mounts. And the main compartment is where the main gigging stuff goes. Just going to empty that right up. So there's some spare earplugs here. Another eye muff that I bought for the first Japan tour that I never really used. Seems like a decent quality. I'll just put that in there. Now this is a guitar cable. This one is from Planet Waves. This was given to us for free by Diadario from our second Japan tour. I have a Digitech Whammy 5. Sometimes I need it. Sometimes it's mainly for when we play the cover of Killing in the Name of by Rage Against the Machine. Sometimes I need it for the solo. Sometimes we play the song as an encore or part of the set, and then I would just add this onto my pedal board, because sometimes it's not really a main thing in my pedal board because it's massive. My pedal board is limited. My pedal board is the BCB60. My pedal board is already quite full. I'll try to link on the card my pedal board setup. I made a video about that as well. But this one is just optional thing on my board. It's just I just add it on whenever we're playing the song, or whenever we think that the encore is Killing in the Name of, put that back in. The thing feels like it's built like a tank. It's so solid. We have a spare little guitar cable, just a cheap guitar cable that I can just lend around and throw around. We have a speaker cable, the one that goes onto the amp and to the speaker box, because those have to be specific, because they have thicker wire in there which can handle all that high power. Need to be a bit beefier so that they can handle all that power. And the power cable for my amp. So right now there's still some space to spare, as you can see there. Now this amp has just been charged. I prepared it for tomorrow's Guinness World Record event. And here's the Marshall MS2 amp that I'm going to be bringing as well. This is the battery that I'm going to be using for the Marshall micro amp. I'm just going to bring two little power cables like these things here, in case I need to power up something else or someone else's amp. Maybe there'll be a spare cable there. Actually, let's take that back out. I'm gonna test the difference between the 9-volt battery, which is your typical 9-volt battery, and this one. I'll grab my guitar. I guess this is probably going to be the guitar that I'm going to be using for the day. PRS Custom 24. 20th anniversary artist package. Stunning, right? Look, it's a thing of beauty. It's a rare piece. That one still has a little bit of juice on it. Just check to see if we're in tune. Put a little bit of extra lighting in here because it's a bit dark. There you go. Okay, so we're pretty much in tune now. Actually, the battery, when you use an alkaline battery, it actually works pretty well. That sounds pretty good, actually. Let's try it with this battery here. We're now running the Joyo portable power supply. I'm not sure if that sounds a bit louder. I swear that sounds a bit louder. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so I'm gonna play a little bit and then take out this portable battery so that the amp will run on the little 9-volt battery, and we'll try listening for the change in the tone, but mostly the loudness. Nine-volt battery. Yeah, there you go. The portable power supply is definitely louder, so I'm definitely going to be using this in the event. So, all right, so I'm just going to pack this up now and shoot a few B-rolls, do the edit for the vlog, and get excited for tomorrow. Hey. So the event is tomorrow, and I totally forgot that I need to practice this thing. I just need to run through it quickly, get myself prepared on the day. And man, I'm gonna prepare for this as thoroughly as Ben Affleck prepares for a role.
Whoa, I gotta be Henry VIII in 20 minutes. Hello, 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 hello. Got it.
So rusty right now, but I think I got the solo. Not too bad, hopefully I don't forget this. I'm gonna end the vlog right here, and I'll see you tomorrow.